afternoon. Welcome to Opened Doors. Now, I do apologise, it's been a long time since I've said that. The gap between episode 14 and 15 was a long time. I do apologise. A mixture of reasons for it, to be honest with you. I've been so busy. Got to the end of my media commentary season for the motor racing. Then I was hosting awards, dues, all those kind of things. And I got sort of sidetracked somewhat. And I've also started doing some additional work for another company where I'm practicing what I teach here as well. Which is absolutely brilliant, but keeping me incredibly busy as well at the moment. So apologies, there's been a delay. I'm determined to make them more frequent now, but it was about time to kick off the new year. Happy New Year to you all. I hope you've had a wonderful time. My name is Chris Dawes, the founder of Open Doors Training, and I hope that you have had a wonderful time. Let me just change something. It's been a little bit more back towards normal, isn't it? Lovely, hopefully you managed to do it, to see family and things like that. And one of the things that I've really been noticing, if I put my public speaking trainer and public speaking delivery hat back on again. Hi Glenn, thanks for the like, welcome to the show. Is I've noticed a lot of posts by people that they are absolutely buzzing. They've taken an opportunity to actually present in front of an audience, whether that is a ring fence presentation, whether they're getting back into the networking. I see the networking events have gone back to face in a lot of environments. Conferences are starting to come back again, so the opportunity to speak at those, or of course provide training. You know, there's more and more of the face-to-face training that's coming, and watching the buzz that so many people are getting from at last getting back and doing it, forgetting just how much they love doing it, the buzz from it. And it got me thinking, really, is that it's been a crazy nearly 2 years now, isn't it, where we've not really been able to stand up in front of an audience, to deliver training, to deliver a presentation, to network with strangers or colleagues or whoever it may be. And we're out of practice, and there's a degree of apathy in there now as well that's kind of stopping people from going ahead and getting back into it again. And yet it is, I still say, it's one of the most powerful ways for you to spread the word of you, your organization, your products, your services, the skills that you can help empower others with. You know, if we can get back to that. Now, I'm still providing training for people to deliver these presentations via webcam, and I think that'll carry on much more than it ever was. But face to face, thank goodness, is back again for more and more of us. If you haven't done any yet, have a look and see how you could. Now, it kind of got me thinking, is that we have that joyous New Year's resolution period. We're all there having our New Year's Eve evening with the drink flowing, whether it's with friends or remote quizzes, whatever it might have been for your New Year's. And the drink starts flowing, and it's all right. I'm gonna be a new me this year. This is my year. I'm gonna go vegan this year. What, bacon sandwich tomorrow morning? Oh, I'll start in February. Whatever, you know. We're gonna make all these New Year's resolutions. The gyms are always packed, aren't they? I saw a great social post that says, I'm going to open a gin. Know what I'm thinking of? A gym called Resolutions, and basically it's open for the whole of January, and then it becomes a working space thereafter, or a steam room, or whatever it might be. But the gyms are always full this time of year. Well, how about the workout is not about it being a new you? I work with plenty of people where it is about finding that new you and unlocking your potential, getting you to be able to share your knowledge, your messages, your skills, whatever it might be. But for a lot of us, It's refinding the old us. Think back to 2 years ago. So what are we now? 2022. So the 2020 New Year. Remember, it was about March that we had that fateful news conference by Boris telling us we're into lockdown. So 2 years ago, we were still full of verve and vigour. Where were you right then? Where were you anticipating that year to take you? And how much of that disappeared because you no longer were able to be in the same room as people, conversing with them, having meetings face to face, to stand up and give presentations? Think back to how exciting it could have been. What could you have achieved? What's been stunted? Whether it is your own progression, whether it is sales of your products and your services, anything like that at all, we can't change it. It has gone. But now's the time for us to all grab it again, to find the opportunities. Don't just take the opportunities, go and find the opportunities to stand up and spread your information, your knowledge, your passions, your experiences, your motivations to other people as well. Go looking for those opportunities and get up. Now, the problem a lot of us will have is that it's been so long since we've done it that it becomes incredibly nervous. That dreaded jumping out of the plane feeling. I don't want to go. I'm going to count to 3 and you keep getting to 15 and still not done anything. I get it. But the best thing I can advise, in our training we talk about how you get yourself over that initial hump of the nerves just stopping you doing it. And take that deep breath, smile, look at those people in the eyes, enjoy that you can look people in the eye again at last. And then at a steady pace, deliver your information. And wow, take absolute delight that you're now able to do that. Just think about what you offer, your products, your services, your knowledge, your motivation, the experiences you've had over the last 2 years. So maybe this is completely new stuff that you can bring to your presentations that 2 years ago you might not have had. What impact could you have with that message? Think about that. What help could it give to the people that are there going to listen to you? What help could it do to your organisation? Remember, now's the time to do it. If you are there trying to sell more of your products and your services and get yourself out of this crazy 2 years that we've had, there still isn't absolute uptake by everybody to now stand in front of people. So make yourself that person that is now going to do it. Even down to the basics, I mentioned about networking events. I don't know if you've ever done any of these networking breakfasts. There's plenty of these organisations about, and many of them went to, still continuing through the lockdown, but they went into online only. Some of them continuing, and there's still a place for it, and I would suggest that you still do those as well. But a lot more are taking absolute delight at getting back into meeting face to face again at last. But they are saying that they're out of practice, that they've forgotten how to do the 2 minutes about what my business is, what I do, what my role is. Don't shy away from it, take the opportunity. Remember, most of what you have is in there. Take the opportunity, go. I even have a free download if you go to our website that will help you with nerves and how to get started, ironically. Actually, 2 key ones there, the nerves and how to start what you're going to say. Free downloads, you can upgrade to sort of paid versions with video or audio courses, but get yourself going with it. It's the only way that, I mean, I've always had this phrase, is that you can't be a hero silent in a closed room. And we've all been forced to be in those closed rooms. No one knows what you can bring to the table by default. Just because you maybe even put it on your websites doesn't mean people read it. The one time that you're in control of the message, how it's going to be delivered, therefore a lot more in control of how it's going to be received, is if you are verbally and preferably visually as well, actually sharing that with those people, taking those questions, speaking with them offline afterwards. It makes it so much better. So my big message for this one, the future Open Doors Lives are going to go much more into the realms of trying to sort of like give you little tidbits, little bits of advice. So please, again, if anybody has any questions or areas that they would like this to cover, drop us a line, let us know, and we will look to do a sort of a brief version in the Open Doors Live. Equally, this goes out as a podcast as well, and you can go and find on all of your podcast outlets, Opened Doors Live. Obviously that's DAWES if you're listening on it now. Hello. I love the fact that you can put the headphones in and go off for a wander and still listen to it. I'm afraid it is still me, but hey, you can't get away with everything just because it's a podcast. But it's a great tool that I'm trying to create here that gives you little tidbits of advice. Same as the online course that we've created, it gives you that ability to not just do face-to-face training, but you can actually cover through all of our material with video and audio lessons, practical exercises, and get at least an hour's worth of one-to-one as well thereafter, either here in our head office in Swindon or via video conference. And in fact, watch this space, because we're going to be launching a boot camp, a sort of membership boot camp soon as well, where there will be, a lot more interaction ongoing and as well as all of the training material. But take the opportunity, give yourself the ability to share your knowledge, your message, your product, your services, your training. You could be the one that's motivating. There are some amazing people out there that I get to meet, and I always think, well, if they didn't share their information, we wouldn't get the benefit of them. And it's all sorts of areas, whether it's mental health, first aiders within organisations, some amazing people that I get to meet there. Heather that works specifically with female entrepreneurs, which is just wonderful to see that as well. Sales training, Jamie Martin, people like that, all sorts that are out there giving all of this training, and it's about making you better. Now, what have you got, either externally or within your organisation, or who within your organisation do you think, well, actually they could provide some wonderful value-added training for our colleagues within the organisation? You may have it already there. If you can get that, I trained somebody who was going to be training the rest of the team, international team, within their organisation. Actually, I've done that a couple of times. Once was first aid, and the other one was, ironically, for public speaking, that they were going to take their training to the rest of the organisation. And it was like, well, yeah, you could say I'm doing myself out of opportunities here, but it wasn't about that. It was about, no, empower them, get them. I'd rather that everybody had the ability, the confidence, the skills to stand up and speak in front of others. And it isn't just a case of going regurgitate. We work on the structure of what it is that you're going to say, the information you're going to share, how you're going to share it, how it's structured, leading from one bit to the next, and so on and so forth. So there's so much to it, but make sure you grab it. I want it not to be new year, new you, new year, refine that person that got shut away in lockdown. It really is a great opportunity to do it. The abundance of opportunities is there, but there's not as many people out there doing it, so it really is a great opportunity for you. I'm going to call that one to a halt for this. If there's any questions, comments, anything like that, please do let us know, and we'll be able to get back to you. Drop us a line. You can see the email address, and it'll come up on the closing credits as well. opendoostraining.co.uk/connect will actually give you all of the different ways that you can interact with us. If you miss out the /connect, it'll just go to our website and you'll still find it all there. But grab that opportunity. New year, the previous you that you've been missing for a little while. Enjoy it, and I'll catch up with you again soon. Watch this space, and we'll get some more educational pieces of Open Doors Live. It's as much an opportunity for me to get back into the flow of this. I've been out of the flow, and I had to grab this with both hands, and I will, now I've got used to it again, we'll try and make it as helpful as possible for each of the following episodes. And as I say, drop us a line. Let us know if there's any particular subjects you want to cover. Hello, Toby. Thanks for the like, mate. Good to see you watching. I'll catch up with you for the next episode. Don't forget, also available as a podcast. The videos will be available on YouTube, LinkedIn, and the Facebook pages as well to watch back at any point. And as I say, you can interact with comments and questions. From myself, Chris Dawes, Open Doors Training. Go and get spreading that word.